how do you get your father to come in and see me, the psychiatrist? Probably not at all, or not well. And so I do what my wife tells me I'm great at, which is I hand it off to somebody else. I say, well, before you get your dad to come see me, what's his relationship with his primary care doctor? Because they've already got their Fuller Brush foot in the door. They have rapport, they have connection, they know them well. And I think the primary care doctors are getting better and better trained, and they certainly know how to diagnose and initiate treatment. So why make this more of an uphill climb? So I'll simply say, if your dad loves his primary care doctor and they love him back, start there. And I'll be happy to sidewalk consult. Now, if they say, well, he doesn't like any doctors at all, then that's very challenging. I'll say, I'm happy to see your dad. Simply say, we're going to a doctor's appointment. He might become irate if he sees the word psychiatrist or hears the word psychiatrist, because that connotes lots of different things to people. We have these stereotypes. But just simply say, I'd like you to see this doctor, and I'm a big believer in when in doubt, state reality. I'm worried about your memory. How do you think your memory is, Dad? Just fine. Well, would you see him for me, your daughter? Just see this doctor about your memory. That's all. So I kind of make it very generic. And if I've been prepped, I do my utmost to spend the first 10, 15 minutes just trying to establish rapport and tell me about your life, which is usually an incredible story, and just trying to get a connection. But there's a lot of people there, they're not going to see a psychiatrist even upon gunpoint. So maybe we need to change our name. Central Nervous System. I like it. So I have to tell you this one. So remember taking care of the patient with end-stage dementia. I talked about the etymology, the origin of the word care, from the Norse word for sick bed and the High German for grieving, and patient is from the Latin for suffering. So there's this argument between these two psychiatrists, because in our new world, we're not patients. Well, I'm not a doctor anymore. I'm a provider. I don't know where that came from. And I don't have patients according to insurance. I have clients. Okay. So the anti-client psychiatrist says, well, the only people I know that have clients are lawyers and hookers. And then he gives this guy, he takes him to school about the origin of patients. And actually, clients is from the Latin. These were actually dependent people on the patron. So they're very dependent in terms of ancient Rome. So then the pro-client guy fires back, and he says, well, I know my Latin, and actually there's some other understandings here, but you know what, I'm willing to compromise. He said, maybe we should use, the Association for the Advancement of Treatment for Schizophrenia in India. Now that's a pretty specific organization. They don't call them patients. They have an Indian word that I can't pronounce, but it translates for seekers of well-being. I thought, that is so beautiful. That's just poetic. So you're not a patient, you're a seeker of well-being. I like that.